Hello, Durud and Shalom. How's everyone doing? I see the chat is already busy. That's fantastic. Oh, and also I see we have a new member. Thank you so much, Inky, for becoming a member. Guys, make sure you like the stream. It's very important. We have updates, new updates from Iran. And guys, people said, when are people rising up? And why didn't the people rise up during the 12-day war? And I told you guys, it's unreasonable to ask the Iranian people to rise up during a goddamn war. And the protests come in waves, and the wisdom of the crowd will decide exactly what's the time to do that. And the predictions by most analysts were that it will happen. It will keep happening. The waves, small waves, big waves, will keep coming, because the situation in Iran is absolutely horrible. When it comes, we have electricity outage, water outage. Is This is not the way that the Iranian people are used to living in. Because if your society was already in this situation, and you were used to water outages and electricity outages, that's something else. But when your country becomes somewhat developed, and then you become used to a way of life, once all of those are taken away from you, people don't cannot people will rise up. At some point, people will rise up. And again, we are finally seeing some of the early signs of this happening. And guys, this is just the beginning. So let's go over what has happened and review this. So, by the way, guys, the accounts that I follow, I will tell you which ones are important to follow. And this one is a very important account to follow, right? Nufti, which is the National Union for Democracy in Iran. This is Reza Pahlavi's team. So it's really important for you guys to follow Nufti, follow this organization. This is the team that Reza Pahlavi has created with a lot of Iranian experts in every different field, in economics, in politics, in healthcare, in agriculture. Basically, this is a group that is creating the power to fill in the power vacuum after the Islamic Republic falls. So, and the update, you can trust their updates, and their posts. So it's a really, oh wow, they actually have a thread going on here. We could actually like, I don't even actually need to go other places. I could just look at the thread here. And also they has English explanations. So yeah, guys, I'm giving you a tip. If you want to be updated regarding Emily Schrader is a good account to follow, and National Union for Democracy in Iran is also a really good account to follow on X. Right? Let me see who's in the chat. I will play the videos for you guys. People are saying free Iran. Mohsen is here. Stephanie is here. Purple is here. Sam, Amir, Jewish Samantha. Have you guys? Oh, Nail Bunny is here, guys. By the way, have you guys heard about this? Like, this is. I want to know how far this is reaching. Like, is this something that you have noticed? Like, did you hear that the Iranian people just recently came out in the streets as well, or are you just hearing it on this live stream for the first time? I just want to know if people are covering this. Elad is here. Thank you so much for Stephanie. Yeah, okay. So, Amir saying I'll follow you, Amir. Oh, well, thank you, Amir. I should follow you too. Okay, so Sam is saying yes, I've heard. Okay, so good. Let's actually see. So they're singing a song called "Hey Iran." This is a very patriotic song, and just remember, in Iran, it's not this normal situation. Patriotic symbols and patriotic songs are basically anti the government. It's weird. It's weird that we live in a country that patriotic symbols are anti-government, because the government is anti-patriotic symbols, because the government is Islam above Iran. Unless every time they're about to collapse and they're in danger, they all of a sudden become patriotic for like 12 days, and then they go back to they do a factory reset and they become Islamic again. But in Iran, patriotic symbols and patriotic songs and chants are basically against the government, because the government is against patriotic symbols, because for them it's Islam that matters, not Iran. Right? This is really weird, right? Like, imagine your government being imagine the government being anti-patriotic, okay, and being against patriotic symbols in a country. It's crazy. So let me actually read the context. The National Union for Democracy in Iran posted and saying, here's the explanation. Anti-regime protests are continuing in Iran. In Shiraz, hey guys, that's my city. That's my city. My mother, I'm half Shirazi, half Shemruni. Okay, so I am my mother's side. I'm Shirazi from my mother's side. Okay, basically, and you know the Shiraz wine. The reason why they call it Shiraz wine is because it used to come from Shiraz before Iran became all Islamic. So this is in Shiraz. Iranians took to the streets singing the pre-revolutionary anthem "A Iran" to protest the ongoing water and energy shortages caused by the Islamic Republic's corruption. Okay, by the way, okay, I hate to say this, okay. I love Tusi TV, don't get me wrong. But I think sometimes I should talk to Tusi TV, okay? So these people are very, very brave, but it's not the situation that the government is not at the level anymore to be able to enforce the law on every single one of these people, right? So the bravest people right now, even though these people are very brave, the government has given up on finding every single person that comes into the protest and basically giving them really heavy punishments, right? It's too much. There are too many people who are anti-government. So I saw on Tusi TV saying like, oh, all of these people are going to, I don't know, get thrown to jail or executed. It's not like that. The Iranian people have the upper hand sometimes when it comes to this type of protest. I will show you what's the new red line. The new red line in Iran is mentioning Israel, supporting Israel, or supporting Reza Pahlavi, right? So those are the people who are going above and beyond because those are the things that the government cannot tolerate, right? So if you come into the street and sing "A Iran," you're probably nothing is going to happen to you. Probably, they might find somebody to make an example out of. That's why these people are still very brave because the government might just pick like one or two people to make an example out of, right? But the bravest of all people are the people who mention support for Israel or support for Reza Pahlavi. And guys, that that should give you a clue because what the Islamic Republic fears is what the Islamic Republic has the right to fear because that is what could end it. This is so important, guys. This is so important for you to understand. Why has it been that all the red lines are now some are being have been passed, have been crossed over, and people in the Islamic Republic tolerates it because they cannot afford because the Iranian people have made it impossible for the government to enforce some of these laws. But why is it that these are the two remaining red lines? Support for Israel and support for Reza Pahlavi. If you anybody who has two neurons to rub against each other, okay, or an IQ above room temperature will understand that it must be because these are the two forces that have the highest potential in when it comes to ending the Islamic Republic, at least from outside, because the Islamic Republic also fears its own internal division right now. That's another thing it fears them a lot, right? But when it comes to outside forces, these are the two forces. I mean, the Islamic Republic is basically giving you the cheat code by introducing to you what its new red lines are. It's also giving you basically it's admitting what its weaknesses are. Do you understand? I hope you understand, right? So, and this is why you should be supporting Reza Pahlavi and Israel if you want to see the end of the Islamic Republic. Okay, why have I not liked and retweeted this? Shame, shame, guys. Put the bell shame in the Live chat for me. Shame. Okay, so I did that. Now let's go to this one. Where is this? This is again Shiraz. Oh, my people, my people. These Shirazi people are my people. I mean, I'm half Shirazi. Look at this. Why is it so many of it is in Shiraz? The protests in Shiraz continued well into the night, with people addressing the regime and chanting, "Oh, Naqazena Lebanon Janam Fado Iran." Is that what it's saying? Let Palestine be and do something for our own struggle. Oh no, that's a different chant. Look at this, guys. Listen to this. I love this one. Oh, I got the bell shame. Oh, the shame bell. I mean, thank you, Amir, for shaming me, and Zal for shaming me with the bells. Okay, okay, all right. Okay, continue. Let's watch this one. I think they're going to say Palestine Rahakon Fekri Behal Makon. I think that's what they're going to. Okay, so now no, this part they're saying Nakazena Lobnan Jana Fadoy Iran, which means no to Gaza, no to Lebanon. My life, I will sacrifice my life for Iran. Oh, you have no idea? Oh shit. Wait, I didn't then you guys didn't tell me. Okay, maybe I should play this one first then. Hold on. Yeah, so that's the Iran song. So now let's go to the. Thank you guys in the chat for. I should pay more attention to the chat. Now you have the audio, right? Is the audio now there is audio? Okay, thank you. Sorry guys, I should pay more attention to the chat. Anyways, that one you didn't need the audio here that much because they were just singing Iran. So you get the point. But now let's listen to this one. So yeah, they're saying Nagaz na Lobnan Janam Fada Iran, which is no to Gaza, no Gaza. Well, let me actually think. Yeah, no Gaza, no Lebanon. I'll sacrifice my life for Iran. And the reason why they're saying that is why are they mentioning Gaza and Lebanon? Because the Islamic Republic has wasted the resources of Iran for building a Shia empire outside of Iran's borders. The Gaza and Lebanon have been the ideological flags, the excuses that the Islamic Republic has for it being this ideological, right? Because a lot of Iranian people will not buy, the Islamic agenda of the Islamic Republic, but the Islamic Republic has tried to act like it's fighting against the evil imperialist West, the forces of evil and Zionism, and the defender of the poor and defender of the weak. And basically, you could say that the vast majority of the problems that the Iranians are dealing with has been because of the actions that the Islamic Republic has taken, with the excuse of them needing to be involved in Gaza and Lebanon, building their Shia crescent, their Shia empire, and basically meddling in other countries. And it has brought the Iran sanctions. It has wasted our resources on countries outside of, on other countries beyond Iran's borders. And the Iranian people, you could basically show that the poverty, the inflation, the water shortages, and the electricity outages, you could connect all of that to the Islamic ideology that the Islamic Republic is trying to export beyond its borders, to create a Shia bloc, a political bloc, and a military force against Western powers in the Middle East. That ambition has been the reason why the Iranian people are suffering, and the Iranian people recognize that. That's why they chant, "No Gaza, no Gaza, no Lebanon. I sacrifice my life for Iran," because their message is that we want a government that actually focuses on Iran, not on Gaza and Lebanon, right? Remember that the Islamic Republic, their own philosophy, and they admit this, is to use Iran for the government of the Mahdi to come, the hidden Mahdi. Like the Iran is not something that you build, Iran is something that you spend to build the army of Imam Mahdi, the Imam of time, basically. They call him the Imam of time, Imam Zaman. By the way, when is this from? This is from just basically 3 days ago. This one is also the same thing, but that night. Somebody saying in the chat is saying, just look at Israel protests all over, same like Iran. No, it's not the same as Iran. When people are protesting in Israel, they're not protesting to topple the government. They're protesting to influence the government. These people are against their government. They want to topple the government. There's a huge difference. Oh, this is the chat now that they're saying, that mentions in the caption. Now they're saying Filistino raha kon fikri be hal ma kon. Basically means leave Palestine alone and just we are struggling. You have to focus that the thoughts should be on our problems here in Iran. Forget about Palestine. They're saying forget. Guys, this is the no to Gaza and forget about Palestine are some of the most important, most popular chants in Iran. I wonder if what do leftists in the West think about this? Because the leftists in the West constantly think that they're the savior of Middle Easterns, right? But in the Middle East, in a country of 90 million people, one of the biggest countries in the Middle East, one of their most favorite chants, and this is not even a red line anymore. Like this is a normal chant. This is a viral normal chant among Iranians, and it's not even taboo anymore. That's how wide and common it is. Chants of forget about Palestine and chants about no to Gaza. This is not from the West. This comes from the Middle East, from inside Iran, right? And also the most famous one of them is shove the Palestinian flag up your ass. You guys know that one, right? That's another famous chant that's a famous one in Iranian stadiums. Like when you have a soccer game, when there's so many people in the stadium, one of the most popular chants in the stadium is shove the Palestinian flag up your ass. And again, these are the Iranian people, like in thousands of number. Like you can see stadiums of people filled with the chant, shove the Palestinian flag up your ass, right? It's a normal chant, is to be expected in Iranian stadiums. And I don't know, do you think American leftists who think that they are defending Middle Eastern people, do they know that Iranian people love to chant, shove the Palestinian flag up your ass? Do they know that? Or like, I don't know, Americans, do you guys know? Is this a common knowledge in America? I think. What about in Israel? Do Israelis know that this is a common chant in Iran? Again, yeah, let me see. And again, these are not Jews. These are Iranians. I mean, we do have Iranian Jews, but most of them are not Jews. Let me see. Ela just gave us a super chat. Let me bring it up on my phone. Ela is saying, the water crisis in Iran seems fatally dangerous. It's absolutely is. Like, I don't know if people understand what's about. Like, it's not the only thing I will say to that, Elad, is it's beyond the water crisis. Like I've listened to expert after expert, and they say this is not a water crisis. This is an absolute water bankruptcy. Like a water, there's soon we will have no water at all for many people. It's devastating, and it could have been completely avoided. Like it's not just climate change. It's completely due to corruption and lack of management. Most of it is because of corruption and lack of management. bad management. And also, thank you, Fleeky. Thank you so much for being a member. Saying leftists don't know there are problems in Iran. Yeah, many of them don't. Thank you for being a member, Flicky. And also, we have Crypto here saying, is it true that the Islamic Republic is currently conducting mass execution in response to the 12-day war? Well, I mean, mass executions is just a normal thing in Iran. Like we have weekly executions, but yes, it did pick up because of the 12-day war, and they did arrest thousands and thousands of people with the accusation of being spies, even though if they weren't spies and they just maybe said something on social media complaining about the situation because of the 12-day war. They got arrested for being spies for Israel. Like if you were like made a post and said like, God damn it, like why has the Islamic Republic brought us to this situation that we have to suffer this right now? Like that post would have gotten you arrested for supporting Israel, even if you didn't mention Israel at all, right? But yeah, so there are mass executions. It's just is ongoing. It was ongoing before the 12-day war. I mean, depends on what you mean by mass executions, but Iran every year Iran has the highest per capita executions in the world. And also, I think recently they actually had even the total number of highest. They actually even outdid China in executions recently. So not just per capita, but I have to look into that. But I know per capita they're number one in the world. So that's the number of executions being higher than any other country in the world. Is just it's just every month it's like that, right? But yes, it did increase in response to the 12-day war. And thank you, Crypto, for the super chat. Let's continue. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't like this chant that much. Okay, so the chant that says no Gaza, no Lebanon, I sacrifice my life for Iran. That makes sense. Okay, I mean, no insult to the people of Lebanon when they say no Lebanon, meaning that we want a government that focuses on us, right? But the chant, I don't like this chant that says forget Palestine, come up with a solution for us. I don't like this chant because it kind of is suggesting that maybe this government should do something for us Iranian people. The reason why I don't like this chant is because it's kind of reformist. Like it's not. It needs to. I like the chants that are more uh, for the toppling of the regime rather than asking the regime to change. So those are my personal favorites. So because this chant is more in line of requesting, and I know that they don't mean that because these are just famous chants that has been, they become so used that people just use them all the time. But I think that we should move on from this chant because we have given up on reforming the government. Does that make sense? Does that make sense what I'm telling you guys? I say this as somebody who is involved in Iranian politics on a daily basis. Like right before this live stream, I was on a Persian live stream, and I follow Iranian politics on a daily basis. So when you come in this live stream, I try to give you some information that it might be a little bit more nuanced than other places because of the information that I have, right? And these are the discussions that we have among us, the people who are anti the Islamic Republic. These are the type of discussions that we have, right? So I am one of those people who will say that we need to move past a chant like this because we're not asking the Islamic Republic anything anymore. And again, the reason why I say this might be too much detail for you guys, but the information that hey, the Iranian people have risen up, you could get that on other live streams, right? I try to do something that is a little bit extra so that we could differentiate ourselves from other live streams. I know there are other people that are covering this, so I want you to get something extra when you come on this live stream, something that you could only get from somebody who's involved in Iranian politics every day. All right, let's go to let's see what they're saying here. What is this one? So, oh, thank you, Amir, saying this is why I come here, Armin. Well, thank you, Amir. You're so kind. You're so kind. So this one is saying, not Gaza, not Lebanon. I will sacrifice my life for Iran. So basically, the same chant as above was also chanted by today's protesters in Shiraz. This chant has been a staple of protests in Iran since 2009. Right? Yes. So some of these chants they're constantly get used because they're very famous. This one is a very famous one, and conveys a message of disconnect with the regime's regional adventurism. Oh, Majarajui translates to adventurism. That's a very good word for it. Yeah, and again, I like this chant. No Gaza, no Lebanon. I will sacrifice my life for Iran. This one is not a reformist chant. So let's listen to this one. Okay, so first they said Nagazan and Lebanon, Jana Fado Iran, which is basically the same. No Gaza, no Lebanon. I will sacrifice my life for Iran. But then now they're saying Hemayat, Hemayat, Niruyen Tazami Hemayat. So they're saying they're talking to the armed forces. They're asking them to support the people. They're asking the armed forces to take the side of the people and join the people. So that's what this chant means. Like basically, they're trying to encourage the people who are oppressing them to change side and leave the government and join the protests against the government. That's basically what they're asking, right? So I got another super chat. I will read that, but let me finish this video first. See, you can see, look at this. You can see, like, this is normal. This is the norm in Iran, right? So you see a woman with her hijab in the protest. You see an old lady without her hijab in the protest in Iran, and then you see a young lady without a hijab in Iran. So this is the norm now. Even though this is against the law, a lot of people might think like this is brave, but this was brave 2 years ago. The bravery of Iranian women 2 years ago has caused the situation right now that this has been normalized, and even though that this is against the law, there's no enforcement anymore. In many places, there's no enforcement. So this was absolutely brave to do maybe 2 years ago, but now it's the norm because the government cannot enforce the law against so many women who don't wear the hijab, right? All right, let me see. We got a super chat. Let me respond to that. Crypto again. Crypto in the chat is saying, if Islam inherently promotes hostility towards Jews, why do Muslim citizens of Israel live peacefully within the state and not seek in its destructions? Well, Islam doesn't inherently promote hostility towards the Jews at all times. In fact, the Jews in Islam get to enjoy living in peace as second-class citizens under the Demitude. You don't have to be hostile to them as long as they accept their position as second-class citizens, right? That the hostility towards the Jews, the necessary part comes at the end of times, right? So at the end of times, the Muslims will, go choppy on the Jews, but in the meantime, because they're the people of the book, they get a special status. You don't have to go choppy on them as long as they submit to the rule of Islam and accept their positions as, again, YouTube, not my words, okay, as inferiors in society and second-class citizens, right? So yeah, Islam allows you to be live side by side peacefully with Muslims, as long as you just treat them as inferior. Right. Yeah, very peaceful if you submit, right? They don't have to like be violent if you just bend the knee, right? I mean, is that better? Do you guys like that? I don't know. Okay, wait. So let's continue. Where are we here? Yeah, so somebody's saying, well, that's not a great message. I know it's Islam. Did you expect a great message from Islam? Oh wait, Mohsen in آخرین پیام هدف کل نظامه, is that one that's a chat like that I like. Was that part of the chants in the recent protests? Because I really like that one. Let's see if we could hear let me read the caption for this one. So this one says the protests were not limited to Shiraz. Kazerun, a city near Shiraz, people chanted bread, electricity, life, demanding basic needs in the face of the regime corruption and mismanagement. Yeah, so let's listen to this one. Oh, okay, let me see. Ela just gave a 1 month as a Zionist sponsor. Well, thank you, Ela. We're sponsored by Zionists. Look at that. The accusations are true. Thank you, Ela. Thank you for supporting the channel. So let's listen to this one. I'm going to show you some more radical. I'm giving you these ones, but I have some more radical examples of people taking positions that are heroic, right? So let me just go through these ones until we go to the radical ones. So they're chanting Ab Barq Zindagi Haqq Musallam Mas. Okay. So this is I really like the chants that are completely for the toppling of the regime. But this chant I also like because it has life in it, because I like the chants that have the word life in it, because it demonstrates that the Iranian people are against the Islamic ideal, the Islamic ideals of being pro-death. So this chant is saying آب برق زندگی حق مسلم ماست, which means water, electricity, life these are our absolute rights. Absolute rights, is that the best way to translate that? Let me see. No, they don't say bread, electricity, life. They say آب برق زندگی. So this is a mistranslation, I think. So they say water, electricity, life is our absolute rights. So we got another super chat here saying the Talmud justifies the rape of Gentiles. I mean, I don't know what channel you think you're on. This is an atheist channel. Are you trying to advocate against Jewish religion to me here? Do you see the name of this channel? I'm not Jewish. I defend Israel and the Israeli people because they're human beings, not because of a religion. I think you don't, guys. Can somebody point to the name of the channel to this guy? Well, this is the Atheist Republic. I don't believe in Judaism. What does that got to do with me? What is that? Say that to a channel that is advocating for Judaism as a religion. What does this got to do with me? Yeah, people are saying also Talmud does not. I don't know. I haven't studied the Talmud. I don't really care. I defend people regardless of what their religion is. I'm pro-life regarding of what people's religions are. So I don't know. Did you think that if even if that was in the Talmud, what does that got to do with anything? Like, do you think I would be anti-Jewish people because their religion says something horrible? I wouldn't be. I defend Muslims, even though I know I've studied Islam. I didn't study Judaism that much. I've studied Islam, and I know their religion is absolutely horrible. I know their religion justifies the rape of children. But I'm still pro-Muslim. I still defend their lives. I still want the best lives for them. So what do you think this super chat is supposed to do? Let's say what you're saying is true, and I don't know. I haven't checked. Let's say, do you think that oh my God, oh, you got me. Oh, I'm going to be anti-Jewish people from now? What do you think that's going to do? You're an idiot. You're an idiot who, if you think, or you're evil, who you think that if people, I'm going to be against the lives of an entire group of people because they wrongfully or rightfully, I don't know, subscribe to a religion. I'm not debating that here, but I think you missed the point of this channel. You don't understand. You think that as we need to be the enemies of a group of people just because they believe in a religion that we don't agree with. I don't think like that. That doesn't work on me. And again, I think you lost your way. This is an atheist. This is not the Jewish Republic channel. This is the Atheist Republic channel. So I think you're lost, sir. I think you're lost. Wait, let's continue. Oh yeah, I was saying they're saying all بر زندگی حق مسلم. Yeah, so this is a mistranslation. This is not, it's not bread, it's water. Water, electricity, life. But I like the life part because it shows that the Iranian people are superior to Islam. They're better than Islamic values because they're fighting for life. They're not fighting for death. You know, this is why I like Amizral Chai, because it has life in it. And again, any chant that has the word life in it shows that we are basically, we're in the group, we're in team life against the Islamic cult of death. Right, guys, make sure you like the stream. More people need to see this. Yeah, why are we getting so many anti-Israeli people here? Even when I don't, I'm here saying, look, Armin, you are literally talking about Iran, and people still masturbate about hating on Israel. Yeah, what's wrong with the anti-Israeli people? Even when we don't talk about Israel, people are still here hating on Israel. It's a disease, guys. These people are sick. They can't help it. All right, let's go to the next one. What is this one? Oh, so this is a chant, another chant in Shiraz, people shouting freedom, freedom, freedom. So let's listen to this. What the hell? Guys, the Iranian in the chat, why is this person bringing an aftabe with him? What is that supposed to mean? Can the Iranian in the chat explain to me? Why does this man have an aftabe with him? And somebody's pointing out that this man has brought an aftabe. So the lady that is recording the protest, she zoomed in. Do you guys know what the aftabe is? Aftabe is like something that you use to wash your ass. So the Americans here, I don't think you guys don't wash your ass with water, right? But I think Israelis wash you guys are basically like us, right? You clean your asses with water in the washroom, not just toilet paper. So if you don't have a bidet, you use an aftabe in the washroom to wash yourself. And this man has brought that with him into the protest for some reason. Can Iranians? Oh yeah, mostly. Okay, so good. The Israeli people are as clean as the Iranian people. You guys wash your asses with water. Thank you. Right, but I don't understand this. Hold on. Okay, nobody is explaining why that man had brought an aftabe, and the lady who was recording it, like, look, this man has brought an aftabe with him. That's what the lady said behind the camera, and I don't understand it. Is this a new symbol? Are they trying to wash up? Oh, maybe they're here to wash shit. Like, maybe that's the reason. Like, here, you guys are shit, and we're here to basically clean up the shit. Is that the symbol? Is that the reason why you have that here? I don't know. I don't know what any Iranians in the chat could explain to me. Is this a new trend now? Well, maybe I'm behind on this. Okay. Ali in the chat is saying yes. Okay, so the guy brought it here to say that you guys need some cleaning up. Oh wait, we got another super chat. What is this? Get off your tush. Baba Ganoush. What? Here's the chant. Baba Ganoush. Get off your tush. Okay, I don't know what that is, but okay, thank you. That's a funny chant. Baba Ganush, get off your tush. Okay, well, thank you for the super chat. All right, let's see what this one is. So this chant, here's another chant which translates to Iranians would rather die than accept subjugation. Was another chant here in Shiraz today. So let's listen to that. Oh yeah, Irani میمیرد ذلت نمیپذیرد. Oh, so the lady that is recording, she's saying that there are too many armed forces here, so I cannot film for too long. So, apparently that's something that they're sensitive about. So if people come chant in large numbers, they cannot do much about it, but they do go and get the phone of the people who are filming it. All right, let me see. Oh, looky. I want to get to the. Let me finish this quick because I want to show you the more radical ones. Police forces. Oh, look at this chant. This chant translates to police forces return to the people's side. Protesters in Iran are encouraging the regime's armed forces and police to defect from the Islamic Republic and join the people. So let's listen to this. So نیروی نظامی برگرد به سوی ملت, which is mean, hey, armed forces, come back to the people. Okay, let me show you the radical ones now because I don't want to lose the. I want to make sure I don't run out of time before you guys see this. Oh my god, I also have to show you guys this. You guys are gonna love this one. Let me put this here, and this is absolutely funny, so you need to see that one as well. Oh my god, what is this? Urgent, Iranian people continue to protest. Whoa, what is this? I have some good. This is getting radical. Okay, there we go. This is the most radical one. And there was another one where I got from, I think I got it from Emily Schreider. Where is it? Let me put this on the list. All right, where is that other one? Oh, there we go. Yes, there we go. All right, so a couple of days ago before these protests, we had this guy, this absolute badass, coming in next to, guys, Israelis in the chat. Do you know what that is in the background? In the background. Do you guys know? This is inside Iran. This is inside Iran. Somebody with the Israeli flag. But Israelis, what is that in the background? This is the resting place of Cyrus the Great. Yes, it's Cyrus's tomb. Good job. Yes. Tomb of Cyrus, right? So somebody, and by the way, guys, this is close to Shiraz. Right? So somebody, this guy in Iran, so what is this translation? This man, James, is saying we need to make this go viral. So I retweeted it. Yeah, so let me actually translate this post for you guys. Saying, why don't you make these images global on the eve of the second and final war between Israel and the Republic, meaning the Islamic Republic, the royalist kids, meaning the people in favor of monarchy, basically. Kids inside take their lives in their hands to send this message to the world. The people of Iran are your friends. So we won't even do a simple retweet and like. Well, I did. I retweeted. I liked. Guys, you guys like the stream, so more people see this, okay? This man, these are the red lines. These are the new red lines. This gets the death penalty, right? So those protests, those are not the red lines anymore. Like people in the streets coming out and saying like, hey, focus on Iran instead of Gaza. That doesn't give you the death penalty. this will definitely get you the death penalty without hesitation, with no access to lawyer or anything. So these are this man is a goddamn hero. This man, and the reason why I'm showing you this, because this man risked so much to come and show to the world that the Iranian people stand with Israel. Right next to Cyrus is the Great's burial ground, his tomb. And I mean, the least I could do is come and show it to you guys, right? This is a message from inside Iran. So let me show you two other red lines. Here. Look at this one. This guy filmed it. Okay, let's actually go here. So this is Burj Milad, which means that this is in Tehran. And this guy from inside Iran, good thing he's wearing a mask, has how did he get the Israeli flag inside Iran? I don't know. What did he do to manage to be able to make this? This is like really risky. Again, so if you want to know who could get the death penalty, this guy. I mean, this guy would definitely get the death penalty. Okay, this is, and he has the lion and sun flag. His is a little bit different. It has a crown on the top, which makes it not the official flag of Iran, but the official flag of the Royal Army, which is different from the flag I have here. My flag is crownless, so the one without the crown, with the lion and the sun, that is the flag of Iran, right? And the one with the crown is the flag of the Royal Army of Iran before the Islamic Republic, right? So he put it right next to the flag of Israel. Let's actually see if he says anything. By the way, the anti-Israelis in the chat, if you wanted to get butthurt and rage, this is the time. Like you were early with your rage in the chat. Now you could get upset. Okay, if you want to get upset, this is the time now. So show us your butthurt in the chat.
درود از قلب تهران به اورشلیم زیبا.
Oh my God, I didn't know. He says something. He says, Durud, which means hi, from the heart of Iran to the beautiful Jerusalem. So, hi, from the heart of Tehran to the beautiful Jerusalem.
اورشلیم زیبا. آقای نتانیاهو، من از طرف مردم ایران از شما و ارتش دلاور اسرائیل برای حذف سرداران جنایتکار سپاه تشکر می‌کنم.
So he's saying, Mr. Netanyahu, I,
از طرف مردم ایران،
on behalf of the Iranian people,
از شما و ارتش دلاور اسرائیل برای حذف
I thank you on behalf of the Iranian people and the brave army of Israel. I thank you and the brave army of Israel
سرداران جنایتکار سپاه تشکر می‌کنم.
For eliminating the heads of IRGC, the criminal heads of IRGC.
سپاه تشکر می‌کنم. ما برای آزادسازی ایران آماده ایم.
We are ready to free Iran.
و به حمایت‌های قدرتمند شما امیدوار هستیم.
And we are hopeful for your strong support.
رهبر رژیم مثل موش زیر زمین پنهان شده و مردم
The leader of the regime has hidden under the ground like a rat. So he's talking about Khamenei. He's saying he's talking about Khamenei. He's saying the leader of the regime has hidden in the ground like a rat.
پنهان شده و مردم ایران شجاعانه مبارزه می‌کنند.
And the brave people of Iran are fighting bravely.
بیایید با همکاری همدیگر جمهوری اسلامی را سرنگون کنیم.
Come and let's work with each other so that we could topple the Islamic Republic.
به امید دیدار شما و مردم شجاع اسرائیل در تهران.
And in hopes of seeing you one day and the brave people of Israel. Hold on, let me see one more time.
دیدار شما و مردم شجاع اسرائیل در تهران.
In hopes of seeing you and the brave people of Israel in Tehran. Basically, he's hoping that Israelis could come to Tehran one day. Guys, I see the super chats. I'll respond to the super chat soon. Let me look at this other video. Again, so this is the new lines of bravery. And here's another one. Oh my God, this guy is not wearing a mask. What the hell? Okay, this guy is the most badass of them all. And you might think, well, Armin, he's just holding the flag of Iran. Well, you would be wrong, because what he says, hold on. First of all, okay, so obviously this is the flag of Iran with the lion and the sun. And this looks like it's homemade, right? And also that is Maidan Azadi, which is like the Freedom Square in Iran, in Tehran. So this is also Tehran. But this man is recording himself with the flag of Iran before the Islamic Republic, which is the flag I have, not the current flag, right? But what he says is the other red line that I talked about. So let's listen to what he says. So they're shouting. Apparently, multiple people are shouting, and they're shouting it with other people and cars driving by. This is a level of bravery that I cannot even imagine, because they're shouting, "Long live the prince! Long live the prince!" Meaning, long live Reza Pahlavi, right? So when they say the prince, they're basically not talking about Muhammad Reza Shah or Reza Shah. They're talking about the new Pahlavi, the third Pahlavi. So remember, the first Pahlavi is Reza Shah, second Pahlavi is Muhammad Reza Shah, the third Pahlavi is Prince Reza Pahlavi. So they're shouting while other people are there. They're walking. There's cars by. He's holding a lion and sun flag of Iran and shouting, "Long live the prince!" And other people are shouting with him. Or saying Durud. Durud is like hi, but it's also like blessings or salutations. Oh, Durud is like salutations, right? Right, guys? Is that the best translation? He's saying salutations to Prince Reza Pahlavi. So he actually mentions him by name. This is what I want to see, right? Because I want to see more of this. Because the previous chants are kind of old news, and because they're not breaking taboos anymore, they're not going to make much of a difference. You understand? So I want to see more radicals, and this is radical, because if you keep chanting the chants that people have been using since 2009, they are normal now and they're tolerated. These are the chants that are now the new taboo breaking, sacred cow killing chants and acts. Especially this guy is coming up without a mask. What the hell? Okay, listen. Oh yeah. So my God, the balls on this guy. So yeah, this is also another good account. I know a lot of you will not follow her because she's wearing hijab, but I follow her. I really like this account. You see, guys, the guy who was saying like, "Oh, the Talmud says this would make me against the Jewish people." I don't know what the Talmud says, but I know what Islam says, and this woman is a Muslim, and I like her, and I support her, and she supports the Iranian people, and I support her. Okay, even though I know that Islam is shit. Okay, okay, I'm not gonna turn against Muslim because Islam is the bad religion. So that guy was trying to make me against Jewish people by telling me something bad about Judaism. It's not gonna work, right? Not that they are comparable. Islam is obviously the greatest of all evil, but I mean, actually, the greatest of all evil is communism. Islam is a close second. But she says, wait, hold on, go back. She says many still don't realize that in Iran raising the flag of Iran or Israel puts your life at risk. Actually, the lion and sword is now not a taboo anymore. This second video is a taboo, basically a major red line, not because of the flag, but mostly because of him mentioning Reza Pahlavi. It's what he's saying is, so yes, again, 1 year ago, seeing the lion and sun flag in Iran would have been serious a serious red line. Like, it will get you into so much trouble. But since last year, I know I've gotten reports from Iran that people are selling lion and sword decorations publicly now in different malls or in the bazaar. Like, so I don't know if the flag is a taboo. I know it will still get you in trouble. Like, if you just go out with this flag, you will get arrested probably at some point. But you're not going to get executed. But mentioning Reza Pahlavi like that is going to get you a much more severe level of punishment. So that second guy is brave mostly because of mentioning Reza Pahlavi more than the flag that is holding. Guys, do you like the level of detail that I'm giving you? Like, you guys are getting so much detail. I hope I appreciate all of this, right? So let me see. Many still don't realize that in Iran, raising the flag of Iran or Israel puts your life at risk. Brave Iranians are now doing it to reclaim their country. In the West, you can freely raise your flag. Well, can you actually? I heard you can't do that in Britain. I know it's not comparable. How did that happen? Okay. Value this basic right and protect it before extremists take it away. Yes, I agree with that one. Ooh, I need to. Oh my God! Before I run out of time, I need to show you this guy. Wait. Let me show you something funny before I go show you the supreme leader. So, guys, in Iran, they put up. Oh my God! Let me actually show you some more protests. Iranians. I don't know if these videos are new or old. Oh, these are new. Yeah, I know this one is new. I need to show you this too. Iranians continue to protest for regime change. This image is from Golestan, Iran today. The free world must urgently support Iran's people for freedom. Time is short. Am I following you? Yes. Time is short and the alternative is clear. His Majesty Reza Pahlavi. So they're chanting death to the dictator. And let me see what So this one is again, no to Gaza, no to Lebanon. My life, I will sacrifice my life for Iran. And now let's look at this one. So in Iran, I think this is in the airport. They have put out cardboard cutoffs of dead terrorists in their airport. So these are all the IRGC people and also Hezbollah people who Israel taken out. But a lot of people are making fun of this because they're saying that these are basically a demonstration of Israel's accomplishments. Like, this is a this is a gallery of Israel's accomplishments. I don't know. This is celebrating Israel in Tehran. Watch this. Oh my God, they have music. Oh, what is this? I haven't seen this one. Okay. What is that? Right. So I think there was an official Israeli account that was thanking the Islamic Republic to thank them for basically putting up a gallery in Iran to show how successful Israel has been. Oh, let me show. Am I showing you the right screen? Yeah, I think so. This is Gulsa Qameri, which we're gonna have on our show, guys, soon. Yay! She posted. What did she say? She's saying this is messed up. The terrorist Islamic Republic occupying Iran has cardboard cutouts of Muslim terrorists at the airport in Tehran. These are the same dead Muslim terrorists that Islamic jihadists call freedom fighters and secretly pray for in some Canadian mosques. No, Golsa, don't worry. This is not celebrating the terrorists. This is just a list of the people Israel took out And the Islamic Republic is just showing you how amazing the Israeli military is. Look at this. What is this? Oh, it's not playing. Oh. Oh. What the hell? Okay, whatever, man. I'm not gonna play that. Yeah, we already covered that one. Oh, this is the important thing I need to make sure that you guys see before we go. That's funny. All right. So, who's this guy? Oh, I do follow him. Yes. Okay, fantastic. Guys, Khamenei just came out and said something, and this guy's an idiot, I think, because he just gave us the best advertisement for Reza Pahlavi. This is just recently. This is yesterday. Watch this. If it plays. Wow, Elon fix Twitter. Why do videos not play? YouTube never has this problem. Yeah. Is it gonna play? Hello, Elon. Elon, your Twitter sucks. Maybe if I go forward. Where is it? There's no even bar. All right, don't worry. No worries. I actually have the file with me somewhere around here. I am prepared. I am prepared for this. I downloaded the file in case something like this happens. So here. See, guys, I'm always prepared for everything. Here.
روز 23 خرداد به ایران حمله شد. یک روز بعد یعنی روز
So he's talking about the day that the 12-day war started, right?
24 خرداد یه عده از عوامل آمریکا در یک
You know what? I'm not going to bore you. I'm just going to tell you what he said. He said that what he's saying in this video is that right a day after the 12-day war started, Western powers, the people in the West, got around to try to see how they could make somebody, he doesn't mention it by name, but he says that to make somebody to come and make him king after the Islamic Republic falls. And then he makes fun of the Western powers so that they are so delusional that they think that the Islamic Republic was about to fall after the 12-day war, for them to be now having meetings and basically trying to come up with a plan to bring Reza Pahlavi to power and make him king after the fall of the regime. But the thing is that he was trying to do that to discredit Reza Pahlavi, but by doing that, he signaled, because they haven't not his followers didn't know that there's that most people are basically coming to the conclusion that Reza Pahlavi is the guy, right? So when Khamenei came out and said that, what he did is signaled to many Iranian people, including the people who support him, that there seems to be we seem to be having an understanding among both internal powers and external powers that the alternative to the Islamic Republic is Reza Pahlavi, and there are no other options. So he said that as he said that as a way to try to discredit Reza Pahlavi, but it backfired, and it's now working in our favor, because obviously Khamenei will only mention the person as only come and try to discredit the person that is the greatest threat to him. Like if he's worth discrediting, you must be scared of him. So now, for us supporters of Reza Pahlavi, what Khamenei said is going to be used as a major advertising tool among many Iranians who are still not sure who is the main leader that they need to be supporting, even though Reza Pahlavi has the highest support compared to anyone else. The remaining Iranians who are not sure, we will use Khamenei's own words to show that this is it, because there's nobody else that they're even mentioning, right? Let me actually look at the super chats. Oh, let me actually go to here from here. All right, so we have Elot saying, My old neighborhood was named after Kurosh. Yes, Cyrus the Great, guys. So Elad from Israel is saying that his neighborhood was named after Cyrus the Great. This is so beautiful to hear, by the way, Elad. You have no idea how much that means to us Iranians when we hear that. Thank you, Elad. And then we have Crypto saying, you mentioned that many Mossad trained Iranians volunteers are in Iran. Could they smuggle weapons to Iran to help protesters confront the police? So the Iranian protesters are not trained to use weapons, and that could get them. If they do that, they could actually start. They could cause the armed forces to just start shooting the entire crowd and getting a lot of people killed. Mossad, instead of giving weapons to just randomly to people, Mossad they find Iranians who are willing to go through training before they are given weapons, right? So just randomly giving weapons to people might actually work against the people, but Mossad goes identify the people that are willing to get trained and only arms them after they're trained. And then let's go to Ginga saying every day a new red line is crossed until the Islamic Republic falls. Ginga, that's what we're fighting for. That's what we're fighting for every single day. Thank you for saying that. And also, Ginga just supported the people in the chat. Just got 5 memberships for people in the chat. I really appreciate you, Ginga. You always support the channel. Thank you so much for always being here and supporting us, guys. And also, the rest of you don't like. It's not just super chats and memberships are a really good way to support the channel. But if you don't want to do that, there's also free ways to support the channel, which includes liking the stream, subscribing, hitting the bell notification, and leaving a comment after the show is over. We go live very often, almost most days we go live at this time. And I am going to go live on my own personal channel talking about business and AI. On my personal channel, we'll talk about non-political stuff so that we could take a break from politics. So I'm going to go live there in about 20 minutes. If anybody wants to come and listen to me talking about business and technology and AI, that's my personal channel. You can search for Armin Navabi. Some people from here show up over there. But yeah, I'm gonna go get ready for that. But yeah, this channel is mostly about Islam, Middle East, politics, fighting against wokeism, Marxism, and Islam. Again, guys, sometimes I say Islamism. I shouldn't say Islamism because there's no difference between Islamism and Islam. Okay, so we're not fighting against Islamism. We're fighting against Islam, right? So, we got another super sticker. Thank you so much. Unusual. We're not fighting against Muslims. Let me make that clear. We're just fighting against Islam. Unusual AI, thank you so much for the super sticker. Really appreciate that. You're also always supporting the show. And also Amir in the chat, thank you for adminning, and then the other admins here as well. And also the motivation that you give me, Amir. It's always fantastic. Oh, Amir, you were the only admin here today, huh? Unless somebody else was here but was not commenting. All right, I'm gonna head out. Thank you guys, and I'll see you either tomorrow, or if you're coming to my personal channel, I'll see you in 20 minutes. Okay, bye. Oh, wait, holy crap. Amazral Chai, Javi Shah. Bye. Almost forgot.